What do you consider your biggest weakness?
I think that impatience is my biggest weakness. When colleagues do not finish their work on time, I can get a little annoyed and impatient.
Did this happen a lot at your last job?
It happened quite often. I am the kind of person who always finishes their work on time, but other people at my last job did not worry about deadlines very much.
How did you handle that kind of situation?
I just approached them in a friendly way and I explained that I was waiting for them to finish their work. I did not criticize them. I think it is important to avoid criticizing people because people often become defensive when you criticize them, and it doesn't help the situation.
Did anyone ever get angry at you?
Never. If I ever felt like somebody was becoming upset or defensive, then I ended the conversation. After a while, they usually calmed down and came to talk to me.
What do you like to do when you are not in the office?
Honestly, I prefer to stay home.
What do you like to do at home?
Quite a few things. First, I really enjoy reading at home. I go to the library and check out 3 or 4 books each month. Second, I like to work in my garden. I started a garden about 3 years ago, and I grow all sorts of vegetables. And third, I like to play with my cats.
All of those sound nice. How did you get into gardening?
One day, I was just looking at my backyard and I thought it looked really empty. Then suddenly, I had the idea to start a garden. I went to the store that day and I bought all the supplies and started planting.
That's amazing.
That is my style. I like to take action. When I decide to do something, I do it 100%.
What do you think you do well?
After working for a couple of years, I realized that my strength is being able to finish a lot of work in a short period of time. I am able to work in stressful situations and still get a lot of work done. This was very valuable at my previous job, and my manager appreciated it a lot.
Why do you think you are so good at that?
First, I am a hard worker, and I have no problem working late or on weekends if that is what is necessary to finish a job. Also, I am good at time management, and I can work well even under tight deadlines.
Did your previous job have a lot of tight deadlines?
Yes, there were very many. At my previous job, things changed very quickly, so we often had to make adjustments at the last minute. But working in that type of environment can be exciting.
So, would you say that you enjoy working in that kind of environment?
Yes, I would.
What is a time that you disagreed with a decision at work?
My previous job was at a game company. Last year, I had a major disagreement with my boss about the project that we were working on. We had been working on developing a mobile game for over 3 years, but my boss wanted to end the project because he thought it would not be successful. I thought that if we made some changes, then the game could be a hit.
So, how did you handle this situation?
I asked my boss to sit down and have a meeting about the issue. I prepared a presentation and explained to him why we shouldn't shut the project down. He listened, and after that, we had a long discussion.
And what happened in the end?
In the end, my boss decided to end the project. I feel like I did everything I could, but since he's the manager, I think I needed to respect his decision.
It sounds like you handled the situation in a very professional manner. What is something that you cannot do well?
To be honest, I'm not very good at design. For example, I'm not good at creating logos, visual advertisements, or picking colors for something.
Does this affect your work since you are in marketing?
No, it doesn't affect my work. My expertise is in creating the overall strategy, messaging, and writing for a marketing campaign. On a marketing team, there's usually a person who specializes in design, or the design work is outsourced to another company.
I see. Are you trying to get better at design?
To be honest, I'm not. I know that I'll never be good at design, so I let the people who are experts in design handle that work. I think that recognizing your own weaknesses and limitations is very important.
I would agree with that. There is more than one way to contribute to a project.
What is something that you struggle with at work?
One thing that I struggle with is asking for help. And I do not want to be a burden to my coworkers or boss by asking them a lot of questions. But I have learned that this is not the best way.
Why is it not the best way?
Well, coworkers should help each other. When people work together, the results are usually better. Also, I have learned that most people like helping their coworkers. Whenever a coworker asks me for help, I am always happy to assist them, so I imagine that most other people feel the same way.
Are you doing anything to correct this weakness?
I'm just trying to communicate more with my coworkers and management. I ask for feedback and share ideas with them. I think that this has helped improve the quality of my work.
That's great. Our company encourages open communication between all employees.
What is your leadership style?
I believe that people work best when they have a certain amount of freedom. I want to give my staff clear goals and direction, but I prefer to let them decide what is the best way to achieve that goal.
Why do you think this style is effective?
I think it helps motivate people to do their best. If you micromanage people or just order them to do things, then they'll not feel valued and they'll not produce solid work.
What would you do if a staff member did something that you disagreed with?
I would give them honest and direct feedback, and I would listen to their ideas and opinions. Hopefully, we would be able to work together and come to an agreement about what should be done.
I see. It seems like your management style would fit our company culture quite well.
I'm happy to hear that.
What kinds of things do you like to do outside of work?
Since my family lives far away, I enjoy spending time with my friends.
And what do you usually do with your friends?
During the week, we often get dinner together and talk. We like to talk about our jobs, celebrities, and current events. On the weekends, we like to go to the beach or do something outside.
It seems like you enjoy being around people.
Definitely, I am an extrovert. I get energy and feel better when I am with other people.
So I take it that you prefer to work on a team instead of working alone.
Absolutely.
That's great, because most of our work here is done in groups. So being able to work with others is very important here.
That is one of my strengths.
What motivates you?
Doing a good job and achieving my goals is what motivates me. I'm a very results-driven person. I enjoy competition and I want to succeed.
How do you feel if you do not achieve your goal?
Well, of course I feel somewhat disappointed, but I also think that failure is a great way to learn. I try to think about why I did not achieve my goal and figure out a way to improve so the same thing doesn't happen again.
Does your competitiveness ever affect your ability to work with your coworkers?
Never. I like to compete, but I prefer to compete with my team members, not against them. The best feeling is when my team succeeds and my company does well because of work that I was involved in.
That is good to hear.
What professional strengths do you have?
I am very good at analyzing data. When I look at data, I can find trends, and I am able to understand the reasons why those trends are happening. I think this is an essential skill for a marketing manager, and I think is a major reason why I have been successful in this field.
What would this strength bring to our company?
Knowledge is power. I can identify short term and long term trends that affect your business greatly. I can find industry and consumer trends, and I can have a deep understanding of what is driving business. With this information, I can create the most effective marketing strategies that will help grow sales for the company.
Where did you learn to do this?
I learned how to analyze data when I attended university and at my first job. But I think I have a natural ability to find and understand the fundamental reasons why a trend is happening.
What professional weakness do you have?
I think that I need to improve my Excel skills. As you know, it's very important to be proficient in Excel if you want to work in this industry.
Are you saying that you are not good at using Excel?
Compared to most people, I'm great at using Excel. I have a lot of experience working with it, but I think that I could be even better.
So, how do you plan to improve?
I'm currently taking an advanced Excel skills course online. It's been very helpful so far, and I hope to learn a lot of advanced techniques that I can use in my job.
It is good that you're being proactive about improving your weakness.